EFT, or the emotional freedom technique, is so powerful, and it works by the idea or the theory that our amygdala in our brain, which is responsible for detecting a threat or danger and keeping us safe, is unable to differentiate between what is an actual threat and what is a memory. So this technique is something you can do whenever you need to. It puts you back in the driving seat. It empowers you to take back that control, to take back the reins, and actually take control of the situation, whether it's anxiety, whether it's limiting beliefs. It puts you back in the front where you need to be. So it's very, very effective. The only time you'll find it might not be as effective is if you are thirsty, or maybe even the room you're in. I quite often hear that if we change rooms or if we change our location or environment, that sometimes it can be more beneficial. People say that could be because of the energy in the room, or it could even be because you got a negative association with where you are. So if you find it's not working as effectively as what it has done before, or what it could do, change location and have a drink and go back to it. So it works from the whole like Chinese acupuncture and by tapping on our meridian points. So it's tapping and not using needles. However, incredibly effective. So there's certain parts on your body that you can tap to release, as I said, anxiety, negative thoughts, overthinking. So the first thing you need to do is actually get a word or some sort of symbol in your mind for what it is you're experiencing. So it could be dread, it could be negativity, it could be anxiety. Whatever it is, get it really, really clear in your mind and try and get it down to just one key word. And then what you need to do is when you've got that really, really clear in your mind, is to make it really, really amplified. So if you imagine you have a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the highest, it's flying, and 0 being nothing, it's non-existent. What you need to do is try and rank it somewhere between there. And once it has been positioned on this rank, then amplify it. Make it as bad as possible. Make it as real as possible. Turning up the brightness of it, making it real, really bringing it into you. So it's really happening right now. You are in that experience and you are experiencing it. What does your body feel like? What you hearing? What you seeing? What is it experiencing around you? Or you're on your own? Is other people there? Make it as real as you possibly can. And then again, notice where it is on the scale. Is it closer to 0? Is it closer to 10? Making it as real as you possibly can. And once it's there and you've managed to jot it down where it is, taking a mental note, then we're just going to tap our points. And every time we tap, I say tap about 6 times per each meridian point. And once you're tapping, you just say, let it go. And that's all we want to do is just let it go. So I'm going to start on the top of my head, and I'm going to do it with you. And you just join in with me, just remembering what these points are. Okay, so take a deep breath and we can start. Okay, so we go, let it go, let it go, let it go. And then we do the outside of our eye. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And then underneath our eye, let it go, let it go, let it go. And then what I call the moustache line. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And then our collarbone. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And then our wrist. Let it go, let it go, Let it go. Let it go. Then I always say, have a bit of a shake. Have a deep breath. And then just notice where it is now on that scale. And I'm curious to know how much it's come down to. Often people say it comes down by 1. Some people say 2. Some people say even 5, 6. Whatever is right for you. But just notice and be aware of what it has come down to. And then try really, really hard. Really try, keep trying, and just try and make it as bad as possible again. Try and have the experience in front of you. Try and remember the feelings, or experience the feelings, the sounds, the sights, everything about that. Try and make it vivid. Try and make it real. Try and make it right here, right now. And again, when you've done that, notice again where it is on the scale and go through the tapping points again. What I suggest is you can do this as many times as you need to. Bring it down that scale. Bring it down to a 1 or a 2. Get it down as low as you can. If you can't manage a 1 or 2, it's a little bit higher, and that works for you, then that's great. That's absolutely fantastic. But get it down to as low as you possibly can. And then I'd say to you, what do you want in this place? And I hear often people say calmness or peace. I just want to feel peace. I just want to feel calmness. I just want to be quiet in my mind. So whatever it is, think of a word again that resonates for you of what you want in its place. And then we go through the whole tapping again, but instead of saying let it go, we say that word. So if it's peace, we would just say peace, peace. And we just keep going all through the meridian points. The only difference is with the wrist, is you don't squeeze the wrist. And there's a part on our hands which is between our little finger and the ring finger. And there's a little channel you'll be able to feel in here. And you just tap on there. So I would just tap on there and say peace. 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 And again, I just breathe and have a little bit of a shake again. And just check in with myself. And just check in with yourself. And just see how you're feeling. And if you're feeling a little bit better, that's great, that's fantastic. But go again. Let's make ourselves feel as empowered and as good as we can. We don't have to stop at just a little bit. Go again. Bring it back up that scale. So again, look at the scale from 0 to 10. And if you're feeling a little bit better after doing that, that's good. How much better can you feel? Again, my friends, you can do this at any time you need to. If it's a case of you're in this environment and things are just getting too much, you're getting too overwhelmed, thoughts are racing, it's just tangled, it's like you're completely fused with what's going on. You can just go to the bathroom and you can do this whole technique. You can just slope away to wherever you need to go just to do this technique, to put you back in that driving seat, to empower you. Until next time, my friends, use this tool, put it in your toolbox.